Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be drawing something fun from scratch and go over the whole process with you. It's a drawing of Hanako and Yashiro from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I've been wanting to do a more in-depth, longer process video piece with these two for a while, and with season 2 coming up in January, what better time is there? For this coloring, I'll be using a trusted set of acrylic markers and a pencil for sketching. Acrylic markers are great for vibrant colors and layering, but they do take some practice if you're used to blending your colors more seamlessly with watercolors or alcohol markers. I'm doing a pencil sketch and mapping out the composition, which I already had in mind. You can see it here. I want to capture their dynamic, with Hanako being a bit mischievous and Yashiro reacting in her usual, typical adorable way. I wanted to have them fairly close, with Hanako leaning in. I'm adding some of the details as I go, like facial expressions. Hanako has got this silly, sly little grin, and Yashiro's looking wide-eyed and slightly flustered. Getting the eyes right is crucial for capturing their personalities, I think. This is all in preparation for the coloring process. Speaking of coloring process, remember how I mentioned those acrylic markers earlier? Well, here they are. A beautiful set of 60 vibrant brush pen acrylic markers by Arrtx. The acrylic pen set comes with a full color guide and stickers, and they have a really broad range of colors for almost any piece you have in mind. As you can see, the pens come in a neat, secure box, making them easy to pick out when drawing. I'm placing my stickers at the end of the barrel where I find it easier to locate the color I want. The nib is firm enough for you to get good coverage without having to press too hard, and the pointed tip makes these pens excellent for finer detailing when coloring. This is something I personally value a lot, as some other brands tend to fray at the point, which can really mess up my drawing. I've tried more than 5 different brands of acrylic markers lately, and I might even do a comparison video at some point. I am quite picky with my pens. Artx pens have a wonderful firm pointed nib which gives a nice crisp coverage. I know it looks messy at this point, but trust the process and the color layering. This is where the drawing really starts to take shape. Make sure your ink is completely dry before moving on to adding another layer, otherwise you'll get some smudging. These Artx acrylic markers are great for layering, which gives you a lot of control over the vibrancy of your work and whatever feel you're going for. Hanako-kun has a really fun art style, and I like to emulate that in my own fan art. Arrtx has an amazing color sense. I've always loved and admired their art. It really encapsulates the whimsy and emotion of the series. It's also a very unique art style. I think you can pretty much recognize Arrtx's work almost anywhere, which is amazing, and it's also something that's common with successful manga artists. Hanako himself has quite a great design. You'd think with so much brown in his character design he mightn't look boring, but Arrtx complements and contrasts colors in such an interesting way that you never feel Hanako's design is mundane, flat, or uninteresting. I find that an incredible skill, which is truly an indication of a professional artist. Yashiro's design is vastly different by contrast. Her hair is a lovely gradient of ash blonde to light green, and this stands out almost immediately. I usually start with a light base and then add darker hues as I go. This creates that nice ombre effect for characters that have gradient hair. For her skin, and well, both of their skin, I used a light peach and added some subtle blush. Overall, I like to lay my base colors down first before adding any details. Once most of the coloring is done, it's time to put in some finer details with my black ink pens. This just helps refine the work in some places like the eyes and face shape, like I did with Hanako earlier. I also used a pencil to add in some more blush on Yashiro's cheeks. As you can see, Arrtx acrylic markers overall have incredible vibrancy, coverage, and are a joy to use. I really do recommend them if you're looking to incorporate acrylic markers into your drawings. And here's a finished drawing. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.